As you've seen, I've been away from the channel for quite some time, and in that time, I've also been away from my purpose for quite a while as well, and I've had a lot of time to think. My name is Jeremiah, and I'm interested in exploring the philosophy behind fitness, health, and lifestyle on the path to self improvement. So, I went to Nashville with my friends, and I went with the full intent to completely stick to my lifestyle self improvement, and stoicism, and doing my own thing, and it all fell apart. So I got back and I got sick, which again is not another excuse, but I just completely didn't have any structure to return back to. And ever since then, it's been a bit of a struggle for me to get back into the lifestyle that I want to be in. But some good came out of this. It gave me a chance to think in a way, or to understand my lack of thinking. So this is what I mean. Ever since a child, I really haven't had the opportunity to be bored. I never got to experience silence. And I honestly believe that my lack of experience with boredom and silence has done me a terrible disservice. I remember being a child and on a Saturday morning, getting ready to experience boredom, and my parents didn't have anything going on that we were gonna go and do. We weren't gonna go shopping, or I didn't have any friend plans. I wasn't gonna go and visit my dad. None of that stuff was happening, and there was this moment where I would experience the inkling of not having anything to do. I couldn't even go on YouTube because I'd watched everything. So boredom was just starting to set in. So what do you think I did? I didn't sit down and create and think and use my imagination like a child should. I sat down and I turned my brain off from thinking with video games, and eventually I could find something to watch on YouTube or a movie or some sort of game, something that I could use to escape that feeling of boredom. And it's crazy because this is in my adolescent and teenage years. So these are like your most imaginative and creative times of your life. And mine were all thrown away to video games. I could have learned a new language. I was always interested in learning Spanish. I could have learned how to code. I was interested in that, or to learn how to build a computer instead of just having one bought for me. Um, I could have learned so many different types of things, and I just chose not to. I chose to play video games. And as you get older, it starts to follow you into your adulthood as well, and it evolves into other things such as alcohol and porn being the worst one. That one's just like completely destroyed everything. But as I get deeper into my 20s, I'm starting to actually understand the real effects that this prolonged use of dopaminergic activities, super highly stimulating activities, I'm starting to notice what they're actually doing to me. I can't convince myself to be motivated to go above and beyond at work, or work on some sort of craft, or build some sort of valuable skills, because all of those things take work, and the amount of dopamine that those things provide pales in comparison to video games or YouTube or porn. It can't even compete. Why would I climb the ranks in my job if I could just master prestige myself in Call of Duty online? Why work on some sort of elective craft when I could be the GOAT in 2K? I could be the best basketball player to have ever lived. Why put in any real effort with my actual girlfriend when I can just go online and search for thousands of women who will do just about anything that you want? You get the picture? And that's the reason why I can't get ahead, or I can't get to where I want to be, because I'm already the richest, most sought after, most famous, most successful man in the world. Excuse me, in the digital world, that is. But in the real world, I neglect every single responsibility that could get me where I want to be, because the reward for doing those things on a daily basis is nowhere near as satisfying instantly. It's the instant reward that you get from the digital world and from all of the other super dopaminergic activities that you can do on your phone and on video games and on the computer. All of those things reward you instantly, when the things that you want to do in real life to get you where you want to be successful, it takes time. It's the definition of delayed gratification. So, what is the solution? My take on this is that we need to starve ourselves of cheap dopamine. Okay, not going on walks, not playing with your dog, not working and actually getting something done. Starving yourself of YouTube, of Instagram, of video games for a while, for at least 24 hours. And doing this to reset your brain to actually be hungry for the things that will actually get you where you want to be. All right, so going on walks will give you dopamine, but it can't compare to playing video games. Working at work does give you dopamine, and working on, music or YouTube or whatever you want to do, those things do give you dopamine. You just have to resensitize yourself to that form, to that lower level of instant gratification. So that's what we're going to talk about in the next video. We're going to talk about the dopamine fast that we all need. So remember to subscribe to the channel so that you don't miss that. Like the video if you got any value out of this. I'll see you next time, but for now, I'm out.